In a world inundated with information yet starved for wisdom, the teachings of Socrates, an ancient Greek philosopher, emerge as a beacon of guidance. Born in Athens around 470 BC, Socrates remains an enigmatic figure, primarily known through the accounts of later classical writers, especially his students Plato and Xenophon. His life and philosophy offer profound lessons that are as relevant today as they were in ancient Greece. 1. The art of questioning. One of the greatest lessons from Socrates is the art of questioning. The Socratic method, as it is known, is a form of cooperative, argumentative dialogue that stimulates critical thinking and illuminates ideas. Unlike the didactic teaching methods prevalent in his time, Socrates engaged in a conversational dialectic approach to education. He believed that through persistent questioning, one can uncover underlying beliefs, examine their validity, and gain deeper understanding. In modern times, this approach encourages us to challenge our assumptions, to think deeply about the why behind our actions and beliefs, fostering a culture of inquiry and introspection. 2. Acknowledging our own ignorance. Socrates famously claimed, "I know that I know nothing." This statement, often perceived as paradoxical, is a profound acknowledgement of the limitations of human knowledge. Socrates believed that wisdom starts with the recognition of one's own ignorance. This lesson is particularly vital in an age where access to information can create an illusion of comprehensive knowledge. Embracing our ignorance can be the first step toward learning and growth, as it opens us to new perspectives and knowledge. 3. The pursuit of virtue. For Socrates, the pursuit of virtue was paramount. He often linked virtue to knowledge, suggesting that to know the good is to do the good. His teachings encourage a life of virtue, integrity, and moral character. In a world driven by material success and fleeting pleasures, Socrates' emphasis on ethical living and moral judgment stands out as a guiding principle. His life exemplifies the courage to live by one's principles, even in the face of adversity or unpopularity. 4. The importance of self-examination. The unexamined life is not worth living, Socrates declared at his trial. This statement underscores the importance he placed on self-reflection. Socrates believed that a life without introspection was a life unfulfilled. He urged people to examine and analyze their lives, values, and beliefs. In contemporary society, where life is often lived at a frantic pace, the idea of self-examination invites us to slow down, reflect on our life's purpose, and align our actions with our deeper values. Civic responsibility and ethical leadership. Socrates lived in a time when Athens was undergoing significant political turmoil. He often engaged in discussions about justice, law, and governance, emphasizing the role of ethics in leadership and civic life. His philosophical inquiries often led to questions about the nature of a just society and the responsibilities of citizens and leaders. From Socrates, we learn the importance of critical thinking and ethical considerations in our civic duties and leadership roles. 6. Embracing change and uncertainty. Socrates' method was inherently dynamic, embracing the fluidity of knowledge and the inevitability of change. In a world that is constantly evolving, his teachings remind us of the importance of adaptability and the willingness to revise our understanding in the light of new evidence or reasoning. 7. The value of dialogue. Socrates' dialogues illustrate the power of conversation in uncovering truth and wisdom. He engaged with a wide array of individuals, from politicians to artisans, demonstrating that everyone has something valuable to contribute to philosophical discourse. This inclusive approach to dialogue is a lesson in the value of diverse perspectives and the collective pursuit of truth. 8. The courage to stand by one's beliefs. Socrates' trial and subsequent execution on charges of corrupting the youth and impiety highlight his unwavering commitment to his philosophy and beliefs. He chose to accept the death penalty rather than compromise his principles or flee Athens. This act of bravery and integrity is a profound lesson in the courage to stand by one's convictions, even in the face of extreme consequences. 9. The interconnectedness of knowledge. Socrates believed in an interconnectedness of knowledge and wisdom. He often traversed through various disciplines in his dialogues, from ethics to epistemology to politics, demonstrating the holistic nature of understanding. This teaches us to look beyond compartmentalist knowledge and appreciate the interconnected nature of various fields and ideas. 10. Lifelong learning. Finally, Socrates embodies the spirit of lifelong learning. His entire life was dedicated to learning, exploring, and philosophizing. He never claimed to have reached the pinnacle of knowledge. Instead, he remained a perpetual student. In an age where learning is often confined to formal education, Socrates' life is a reminder that learning is a lifelong journey, not a destination. In conclusion, the lessons we can learn from Socrates are not just historical artifacts, but living philosophies that can guide us in our daily lives. His commitment to questioning, ethical living, self-examination, and the relentless pursuit of knowledge and wisdom offers a blueprint for a fulfilling and introspective life. Socrates' legacy is not found in written texts, but in the enduring power of his ideas, challenging us to think deeply, live ethically, and continue our quest for understanding in an ever-changing world.